Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Clyde Edwards
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
42.
Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jackson fakes a give and keeps it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense, who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 87's mine, I got 87. 48.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. On 3, on 3.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Queen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, check Mike 39. Come on. Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Complete.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Check. 48's Mike. I'm on 15. 48's the Mike.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. On Sunday. Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check 43. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
The kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, That's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
On third down, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
On the keeper. Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Their own 43-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a passage taken in by Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Slam, slam, slam. Motion.
They'll run on first down. Steele. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carried.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You remember me? You 15. Let's go, baby. Check safety. Check safety. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check Mike 39. Watch the pass. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Silver.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, Fenty. Watch the slip.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Steele. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
39.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, 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 check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 57. Check the backer. 6 guys.
A quick toss outright. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
For a Kansas City.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel. Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43, 43, 15. 48, Mike, 48. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 1st down, it's Steele. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 31. Check 31. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
They'll run on 1st down. Steele.
That's where you belong. Hey, get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 26, check 26. Check 99, check 99. Whip. Yellow. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try the left side. It's Steele. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Check 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Steele, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last shot for Jackson. Steps away to his left. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner.
27.
Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking. But he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, the touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.